How's it going, everyone? My name is Steele Johnson. I am a photographer here on YouTube, and today I'm gonna be comparing Fuji Xtra Superior 400 to Kodak Ultramax 400. Both film stocks are incredibly common. Now with film prices rising, I'm looking for cheap film to shoot because I just do this as a hobby. Fuji Xtra Superior 400, Fuji Superior 400, Fuji Superior 400, Fuji Superia Xtra, whatever. Fuji Superia 400 and Kodak Ultramax 400 are easily accessible. I'm able to find Fuji at my local CVS here in Nashville, and I'm able to find the Kodak at my local Walgreens here in Nashville. They're right across the street, and they don't sell the same film stocks. They sell different ones, so it's a fun little comparison for me. Before I compare images from these film stocks, let's talk about the price. At the start of this year, prices went up for film stocks, but at my CVS and my Walgreens, the film prices have stayed the same. And I think it's because these rolls of film aren't necessarily desirable. They're not like Portra 400 or Ilford HP5. These are very run-of-the-mill basic film stocks that typically come inside of disposable cameras. That being said, at my local CVS, the Fuji costs $28 for 3 rolls. At Walgreens, 3 rolls of Kodak Ultramax cost $21. So right off the bat, Kodak has the price advantage in my opinion. But at the end of the day, price really doesn't matter if the film stocks just aren't good anyway. So let's see how they did. In the month of December, I spent a lot of time traveling. I went to Utah multiple times. I went to Hawaii and was all packed up and ready to go to Montana, but had to cancel last minute, unfortunately. But I was able to get an insane amount of photos between Hawaii and my trips to Utah. To start my trip in Hawaii, I started with the Fuji Superia 400 in my Minolta X570. I'm really happy with the photos. I think it turned out great. The Fuji film stock is very neutral. It's nothing that's gonna punch you in the face with colors. It's not very pastel. I would say it leans more on the cool side, but I kinda like the cool side of things. Overall, this Fuji was a great performer on the trip. Once the Fuji roll was finished, I immediately popped in the Kodak Ultramax so I could get immediate comparisons. I was genuinely shocked at the difference between these two rolls of film. The Kodak is much warmer, leans much more on the gold tones, but remember, this is not Kodak Gold. This is just Kodak Ultramax. If you got a Kodak point and shoot disposable camera, this is the roll of film that's most likely going to come inside. Kodak Gold is selling for a lot more than I would like to pay right now. That's why I picked up this Ultramax, because back in 2017, I was able to buy Kodak Gold for $6, $7 a roll, and now I can't find it for less than 15. So getting 3 rolls for $21, I just couldn't beat it. After my trip to Hawaii, I was home for 1 day and then got on a plane and went over to Utah, and it was still the same roll of film, so let's just continue with that. So I'm out here in Utah. See the mountains back there, mountains back there, shooting film. Rewinding the Fuji, it only rewound halfway and then the winder stopped working, and I opened the back and exposed definitely half the roll to extra light. So I probably ruined half a roll from Hawaii and half the roll from Utah. Started a new roll of Kodak, and it took 1 shot, and now the camera won't fire anymore. So I think it's safe to say those 2 rolls, unfortunately, are gonna be a bust, and this camera is officially a goner. I'm not gonna lie, these photos from Utah are some of my favorite photos I've taken on film to this day. I did the hike in the middle of the day, so the light was incredibly harsh, but I was surprised to see that this film stock handled that light really well. I was expecting most things to be blown out or have no depth to the images because I was shooting everything pretty much at f16 to f22 at 1,000 shutter speed. But I don't know what it is, it worked out, and there's this unbelievable glow to some of these images that I am just so happy with. So at the end of the day, what are my thoughts? One roll of this Fuji is $9. One roll of the Kodak is $7. The price difference between these two rolls of film is not anything that really needs to be compared if you're buying a single roll. But if you're buying a lot of these, say you're buying 5 packs of 3 rolls, you're buying 15 rolls at a time, you're gonna be saving a lot of money with the Kodak Ultramax. That's appealing to me, but what's more appealing to me is just the images I got on the Kodak had this warmth to them. I feel like the colors were less natural, but more inviting. The Fuji's very flat and it's very natural, which is great if you're gonna do a lot of color correction or things in post. I don't like to do that. I like to leave the images as they are. And this Kodak really lends me a good hand for that. So while the price of film is going up this year, I'm gonna be shooting a lot more Kodak Ultramax because it's incredibly affordable, but it looks great too. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe. I'm here making photography content as often as I possibly can. I travel a lot, so I take a lot of images, and I'm just happy to share them with you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you liked this comparison, give that a like as well. I'd love to do more comparisons of other film stocks or other cameras in the future. And down in the comments below, let me know which film stock you liked best. Did you like the Fuji and the flat look of that? Or did you prefer the Kodak and the warm tones it brought? All right, that's gonna be it for me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.